Okay, next up is Case 39, and Renee Zellweger's downward spiral continues as her movies just continue to get more and more depressing as her face gets more lemony sucked, it seems. And this is so sad to watch as time goes on. For someone who's so remarkably talented and so likable, she seems like she's ambitious enough to try to make these roles work, but really somewhere it's either the material or herself. She is failing. She's not even remotely even trying to rise above the material, which does happen in a film I'm reviewing later. But yeah, it doesn't seem like she's not even trying. It seems like she knows it's a bad film. She's just like, give me my money, kind of thing. That's what I think the attitude is when they're not even trying anymore. And of course, now in this film, Zellweger plays Emily Jenkins, and she is a career caseworker with Child Social Services in Portland. Now, she's someone who has learned the patience of the one who endures daily cursing on the phone by parents whose kids have been identified by the system from being in trouble or whatever. Now, she is so committed to the work that she can't even really maintain a relationship even with the guy played by Bradley Cooper, who really just is so saddled with bad material here. He's given a really thankless and uninteresting role. Poor guy, he's one of the most talented performers out there right now. He's done quite a few bad movies lately though, so I'm hoping that he really can just crank it up again. And she's developed instincts that she can, call on when the system is about to, let somebody down. Now, a character named Mike is played by Ian McShane. He's a sympathetic cop who has, on occasion, watched a house where Emily suspects that a child is being endangered. Lily, now she is played quite well, I gotta say, by Jodelle Ferland, is such a child. Fearful, grades are tumbling in school, and upon meeting her frightening and angry parents, played by Kiri O'Malley and Canadian character actor Kellen Keith Rennie, alarm bells go off, and here we go. Emily isn't shocked when the child calls her at, or when the child services calls her at, she gets a call at home. Sorry, I got messed up there. And she has to dash across town to save a kid from religious, fanatics. Say it was a kid. After they tried to stuff the kid in the oven. Yeah, that scene is quite disturbing, I gotta say. But in a movie like this, it's really not necessary to try to portray these sort of things. I remember a film many years ago with Kim Basinger called Bless the Child, which really just had unbelievably weird and wicked imagery that I just cannot get out of my head for the longest time. And of course, she has to rescue this precious kid. Now, Emily starts to see things that make her wonder just who she is, or what the child is, and why people around her keep dying. Now, the break down the door moment is quite early, and it just really it doesn't have that sort of effect that many other movies have, and I just feel that it didn't really capture the the whole adventure aspect of the film. It was so cliche. It's like, I know it's hard to pick on one scene like that, but I don't know. I just couldn't get it through my head why it just didn't seem so, the whole let's rescue her type moment really was not effective in what a film like this should be. Now Zellweger, again, is forced to play a character here who lurches from rational to absurdly idiotic, loses credibility by not only the minute but by the second. Scene by scene, she's just walking here, and you can just tell that she knew she was in a bad movie and had made a mistake. Now, McShane, the character, also must intellectually turn on, on and off. He's only smart at the most convenient times. It's just dead in the water too. He just doesn't seem to have, he's a stick in the mud. He doesn't seem to be necessary except when the movie calls for it. He should be necessary through the whole film, don't you think? And I gotta say, Jodelle Ferland is really, she's really quite captivating here. She's probably the only thing that really kept me paying attention here in this movie, and I'm kind of wondering where, ideas like this of, the whole demonic imagery and, stuff like that just come from. It just seems like they're trying to imagine it, but really they're not really making it resound on screen. It just seems as though it's like their self-indulgent, brain set, being put to life. I really don't enjoy that sort of thing. If it was really in the context of the film and really captivated me as a moviegoer and as a critic, I probably would have been a little more, I guess, easier on this film. Case 39 is not one of the worst films of the year, but it really teetered on close. It just was not. It was just something really just to shake your head at. I give it 1.5 stars out of 5.